Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Monday the 31st of July and I'm Nigel Croft. In this video we'll look at two stocks. In the UK we'll look at HSBC, which has come out with figures today. I must disclose that I am a shareholder of HSBC. And in America we'll look at Amazon. It came out with figures towards the end of last week. The shares came under pressure as the full earnings expectations weren't met, and Bezos had spent a lot of money on infrastructure, etc. The shares have pulled back to support. Let's have a look at the charts and see where it's going in the future. So we'll start with HSBC, which is the code HSBA, and here we have the daily picture, and so each candle represents 1 day's trade, and you can see that we have moved much higher today. We've had a break, we've left a gap, which is good. Slightly disappointing that we're getting this red body today, but it's still only 11:15, so let's wait and see what happens in the day. The moving averages are all very positive, all moving upwards. It was very good back in the end of June that we found support at the 20-day and then moved forward again. RSI is positive, it's above 50, 67.77. Perhaps it's looking like it's losing some momentum. However, I wouldn't worry about that at this juncture. If you look back on these four, we had 4 days of falls in the from the 12th to the 18th of July. Those 4 days are going to drop out of the figures over the next 4 days. So if HSBC just even goes sideways, that RSI will tick up, which obviously bodes well for the momentum. MACD are flatlining, but again, the short term will move above that long term shortly. So I'm not worried about any non-confirmation on this daily picture. Looking at the weekly, and here we had the reverse head and shoulders, break to the upside into new high ground, positive momentum by both the RSI and MACD, perhaps slightly overextended away from the moving averages, but overall nothing to worry about on that chart, looks good. And the 4-hour chart, again slightly worrying that the hammer is all red today. But let's wait and see. If it did fill the gap, that would be positive. If it didn't leave didn't leave a gap for today, let's wait and see what that happens. But you can see here also the moving averages have been key to the rallies since the end of June, and it was very good that we did bounce off that this morning. Again, RSI's ticked back up 63.63, and I think we'll soon see the MACD short term above the longer term. Looking at the support to resistance levels, and you've got the resistance at the all-time high. That was from this morning, 772, with supports at 740.19, 20-day, and then 730.7. So we've had a quick look at HSBC just to clarify the key points. It does look positive. We're breaking into new high ground. The drifting RSI is about to pick up, and there are a lot of supports. Okay, let's move on to Amazon. And here you can see the daily, and you can see that we did pull back after the figures on Friday or Thursday night. Had a down day on Friday. This has brought us back to the support. It did find support straight away at the 20-day and closed above the 20-day. That was a positive sign. There's also this band of support that it's fallen back into. So I'd be very surprised if these supports don't hold. Yes, momentum was lost, but we're still above 50, 54.06, and it was positive momentum, so there wasn't a non-confirmation on that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does start to tick back up. MACD also narrowed. That's to be expected given the fall we had. Again, keep your eye on that. On the weekly picture, you can see we're in this solid uptrend. All the moving averages moving up, and the RSI is still at 69.79. MACD flatlining. Just keep your eye on that MACD. And on the 4-hour picture, again we pulled back to support. Here we did close below the 20, so be aware of that, and we bounced off the 50. So it seems like the 50 is the key on this chart, and presently that's at 1004.89. MACD rolled and actually started to indicate a sell signal as the short term moved below the longer term, and the RSI moved back below 50. So slight warning signs there. Keep your eye on this chart in particular. And looking at the support resistance levels, sorry, that's the wrong one. Here we go. And we've got resistance 1043.01 and then 1083.31 with support at the 20-day 1007.49 and 995.86. So that's the Amazon share price and the charts. Just to clarify the key points, still looks okay. Pullback is the supports. The moving average should hold. Watch that momentum. And I would add there, really keep your eye on the RSI and the MACD on the 4-hour charts on Amazon. Many thanks for watching this video. We looked at HSBC, where I am a shareholder. That still looks positive. Amazon also still looks positive after the fall, after the disappointing earnings release last Thursday evening. Please remember, these videos are for information only and are my opinions, and in no way are they meant as an investment recommendation.